Hello, people. Welcome back. This is Sharmita Bhattacharya joining me, Jaby Koay. We're going to do our discussion now of Rocket Singh, the teaser and the trailer.
I feel like it's going to be like this merry, like underdog guy just doing his own thing, finding the specialties of people that have been ignored all their life, and then them all coming together to be like a badass team of salespeople. The teaser was just adorable, the way that it was different, and the trailer, it's very like, you know, uplifting. I feel like the underdogs are winning, and it's something that most people can relate to, especially young people who haven't who are trying to make their own pathway.
I was talking to someone the other day, a neighbor of mine, when I came home last night, and he was telling me how interesting it is that millennials have this idea now that they don't have to do the 9 to 5, that they can go and make their own and become entrepreneurs and start their own business and make their living that way. And apparently, this is a very new idea that is with our generation. And I didn't even realize that. I thought that's just a thing that's been around for ages. And so, you know, that makes sense. And it's inspiring to see that. And I hope that more people...
It continues that way, absolutely.
Continue to do that, because we all have our ambitions that we want to do, and often what stands in the way is trying to adhere to someone else's rules. And that's...
Well, and it's not even to the fault of their own. Before, it was needed to have that stability, and then most likely our parents did that, and now we're able to dream more, so take advantage of the fact that you can.
Right, exactly.
And explore.
And nothing against anyone who follows the normal paradigm of the 9 to 5 and whatnot. If I could do that, I would just do that. If I was fulfilled by that, I would just do that. It's just but my calling is something else. And yet there's still this need to conform everyone into something that isn't their calling. And that's what I appreciate about this.
And this is it's you're not putting down the people who want that. It's trying to uplift the people who feel they're out of place or wrong for thinking they want something else.
Exactly.
You know? That's what's nice about it.
Yeah. And so if you haven't seen pictures, though, and if you guys haven't seen pictures, I'm sure a lot of you have already watched it, with our reaction, but you should definitely check it out. tvfplay.com. Pictures is a show that's it's 5 episodes long, and they have a season 2 coming that is reminiscent of this, but it's less. I don't think there's no musical elements to Pictures, and I assume that there are going to be some musical breaks in here somewhere.
They may or may not. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's really I've seen a lot more now where it's just a soundtrack.
That's a comment also, but I feel I'm gonna. You guys let us know in the comments, but I'm willing to bet that there's at least a couple of songs in here. But it looks fun nonetheless. It looks like a fun movie, and I can totally relate to being that guy that just is frustrated at not being recognized or valued for what he's able to do. I mean, I went through that, honestly, while working in casting, and that's part of why I don't do casting anymore and favor just doing YouTube full-time, is because I knew my skill set, and I knew what I was capable of doing. I knew that I delivered and did a great job. I was great at communicating and doing whatever was asked of me, but it still felt like I was the bottom of the totem pole, and ultimately, what I brought to it didn't really matter. And you end up feeling like it's a button pusher. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that anymore.
Rant over.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I can relate to Rocket Singh. I really like the teaser. The unorthodox teaser speaks to the nature of the character himself, in that he's trying to do something different that is unusual and risky. In real life, starting a business is an extremely risky venture. They say 9 out of 10 businesses fail. There's a motivational speaker I heard once named Ranbir Kapoor who said, all right, if 9 out of 10 businesses fail, I just need to make sure I do 10. It just takes one to succeed.
It really does.
And so, anyway, yeah, this is inspiring, and I want to check it out. You guys, wait a second. Hold on, don't move. Do I have it?
Oh my god, I thought you were going to bring out a dog. Now I'm just sad.
Wait. Oh, snap. I was thinking about it, and I'm I know that I this looks so familiar, and then here it is. It's in my home. I just it just hit me all of a sudden, so I can watch this anytime.
Just holding out on us.
Yay! It's a CD DVD. I don't know what that hopefully it works on my machine, but here it is. How exciting is that, yo?
That's cool.
So I'm very stoked to watch this. You want to review this with me?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please check out Sharmita Bhattacharya on the social media. Be sure to be nice to her. Her translation was good. It was very helpful.
I tried, guys.
You know,
I tried.
I appreciate all your efforts. They were not in vain. I got the story. I think they're gonna. Someone in
I've
the
been lying to him the whole time.
Someone in the comments is gonna be like, "No, it's an action movie. There are explosions that are gonna happen, and you didn't communicate that part to him." There's also a gorilla that shows up in the middle of the movie somewhere. Why didn't you mention that part? They're talking about the gorilla on a bicycle. Subscribe to the channel. Check out other reactions, review short films, and video game related videos. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Sharmita Bhattacharya.
Peace out.